Here's an interview from one of our past shows on Rock and Metal Revival. If you're interested in hearing full shows, go to our Facebook page and check out our list of affiliates for times and places where you can hear Rock and Metal Revival. From Killing the Dragon, there is Dio and Throwaway Children. And for Dio fans out there, they have reissued 4 classic Dio albums from 1996 to 2004. They've released Angry Machines, Magica, Killing the Dragon, and The Master of the Moon. And with me today is Dio and current Dreamchild drummer Simon-Wright. Welcome to the show, Simon.
Hi, Red. How are you doing today?
It's great to have you on the show. I do appreciate it. And I just want to say now with the reissues of these classic Dio albums, it's striking up a lot of interest again for longtime Dio fans, even new fans of the Dio legacy. And really, that's what it's all about, keeping Ronnie's legacy alive, right?
Yeah, I think it's, these are great reissues. And like you said, I mean, there's a lot of people who are music fans that didn't get a chance to see Ronnie. So I think these albums, are a great reminder. There's some great tracks on there, and some of them were a little bit overlooked at the time, maybe the musical climate when they were released. So I think it's good to have them back out again.
Well, Simon, I mean, I had the fortunate chance of meeting Ronnie one time a few years back. Tell us about Ronnie James Dio, the man. What was it like to work with Ronnie?
It was great. It was hard work as well. I mean, he was, workaholic, I would say is a good term for him. He's obviously a great friend as well. But he was the boss and only got stuff done. He had some great ideas. It was just a really great time. Not all the time, but it was a great time in my life working with him. It was a great honor as well, I could say. He's just a really clever man, funny man too. He's dearly missed. Yeah.
Now, you were the drummer on the Dio Hologram tour. And tell us what that was like, playing the songs again, being fronted by Ronnie's image.
It was great. I mean, to hear his voice again and to actually play along, and do those songs again, it was great. We really got it tight too. It was a great show. It's got a lot of graphics and LED screens as well as the hologram. And we have Oni Logan and Tim Ripper Owens singing songs as well as the hologram. So it was great. It ended up being a really fantastic show, and hopefully, at some point before when this whole thing is over, we can get out again and do that again.
Now, Simon, out on the tour with the hologram, did you see a lot of people bringing like their kids to catch the Dio magic at these shows?
Yeah, he did. It was surprising. Yeah, there was a big, wide range of ages and people and stuff, and you would see that. Yeah, like fathers would bring in their kids, and it's great to see. It's like a new generation of people that can appreciate Ronnie's music. It was really cool.
So now, of the Dio albums that you worked on, is there one that was any more special for you, or was there a single track that stood out to you, Simon, in your time with Ronnie?
I don't think there was a single track. I mean, I did the 4 albums with him. There's actually 6, I think, if you include the live ones. But it was. I must admit that I was a bit more involved with the album Magica, and Craig and Ronnie would do a lot of work on that at his home studio, and I was there a lot as well. And to see how all the workings of it, they would sit and just work on a little riff, and then it would turn into this monster song. It was a real pleasure to see that happening and be involved. But they're all really great albums, in one way or another. And it's great that they're out now, and remastered. So it's just all good, It's brings back good memories.
With the hologram tour and with the reissues of this, and I talked to a lot of kids in their I shouldn't say kids, young people in their teens and in their early 20s, and they're all about Ronnie James Dio. Why do you think that legacy is still so strong today?
It's just the songs. I mean, it's his lyrics, it's the melodies. You know, he wrote some monster songs. I mean, you've got Heaven and Hell, you've got Stargazer, you know, all those great songs. I mean, you know, he basically reinvented like three major bands there: Rainbow, Black Sabbath, and then his band Dio came along and blew the doors off every time. You know, three times. That's quite an achievement. You know, it was some remarkable songwriting and collaborations there. You know, and he's just a brilliant songwriter. You know, he's just amazing.
Well, you know, one of the I want to kind of little get it stray away from the Dio topic, and I want to tell you that I just loved the Dream Child release, and I thought that was just outstanding. The work that you and Craig did on that. Any plans on doing anything more with Dream Child?
Not really at this moment. We're all involved with other things. You know, Rudy's in the Guess Who. You know, me and Craig have got other projects going on at the moment. Yeah, so there's nothing going on at the moment, but I haven't heard anything. But there might be something in the future. And thanks. Yeah, I really enjoyed that album. It really turned out really well. I think, you know, Craig wrote some amazing stuff on there.
Well, you know, my co-host wanted me to ask you this show. He couldn't be here today with me, but he wanted me to ask you, out of all the tracks you've done with AC/DC or with Dio, is there any certain song out of all the songs that you played on, Simon, that you just thought, you know, if I went back and did that song, I'd add more cowbell to it?
I'd have to buy a cowbell first, yeah. What's a cowbell? Yeah, that might work. I'll have to think about that.
All right. Well, we appreciate your time today, Simon. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I know I got to see you on tour with Dio a couple of times back in the day, and it's been a real honor having you on the show. But with each and every interview that we do here, we always let the artist pick the track out of the interview. And what song would you like us to play?
Let's see. Hell Are the Eyes. That's a good track. I like that one.
All right.
There's no cowbell in that one.
Well, Simon-Wright, we have appreciated having you on Rock and Metal Revival, and you're welcome here anytime.
Cheers, Red. Thanks. Nice talking with you.